looks like I am on. Okay, good. We'll start up the chat app. Get you guys, get the chat enabled here before we begin the show. Let's see. Good evening. All right, look at that. A few minutes early. It gives me time to share this. And if you are watching, you might want to click on that Get All Live Notifications on Chiller Night Theater. And if you are watching, you might want to click on that Get You'll know when we are on Chiller Night Theater. Okay, just a couple more to share too, and then we can we'll probably be right on time tonight. Okay, a couple more to share too, and then we can. All right, Chiller Chat, Harrisville Haunted House. Want them to know about this. Let's see, and we'll share it to Jack Shadow. He'll want to know. There we go. And last but not least, certainly not least, is the Chiller Night Facebook group page. You're probably hearing a bit of an echo, but you won't hear it here in a few seconds here. All right, that should take care of that. Let's see, we got a Dale says hi, Brian. Hey, Dale. Raymond says hello. Hey, Raymond. I hear an echo. Yes, that should be deactivated by now here. Gold World Order. I got here early this time. How's it going? I hear an echo coming through. Buzzkiller Talking Zombie from Western Pennsylvania. Yes, yes. That happens when I have the what I'm seeing here and I'm sharing the video. The window that I have open creates a little echo there, but we ought to have that taken care of by now. All right, it is 8 o'clock. Time to begin. Hey everybody, this is Brian Hogue. Welcome to Chiller Chat. Now here, for this show, we talk about all things horror, science fiction, paranormal, you name it, TV shows, movies. Michelle sends a heart and then a wavy hand from in front of a tombstone. Nice and creepy. Thanks for joining us, Michelle. John says, good evening. I bid you welcome. Good evening, John. All right, so we have a nice combination here of Facebook viewers and YouTube. All right, good deal, good deal. So I see Dale is on here. Dale, we ought to do the we ought to do the watch party movie announcement like we do every Saturday night on the pre-shows. You still with us? I'll wait for you to answer. If so, I'll let you announce the movie for this coming Thursday. What is that? Thursday, we're coming down to the wire, too. Today's the 6th. Let's see, that'll be on the 8th. That'll be on the 8th. All right, so, Dale, you with us? If not, I'll just go ahead and make that announcement. But I was looking forward to that drum roll. All right, here we go. Dale's here. All right, Dale. I'll start the drum roll, and you get ready. You can announce the movie for this Thursday on the Facebook group page, Chiller Night group page. Here we go. Drum roll has been commenced, good sir. Now the movie for this Thursday night, should you choose to join us, will be The Blob. There you go. 1988, The Blob. All right. Great pick, Dale. All right, so that'll be coming up on Thursday, the the 8th. So, of course, if you're watching this on Saturday night on Stream TV, that day has come and gone. But hopefully, if you if you're watching it now when it's streaming live here on Tuesday night, you'll get a chance to stop by and join us at the Facebook, the Chiller Night Facebook group page. So at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. All right, so there you have it. All right, thanks for that, Dale. All right, so that's coming up. And I mentioned this every Saturday night. Every Saturday night we do the Saturday night pre-show. That will be also at 8 o'clock. Easy enough to remember. So we're from 8 until just a few minutes shy of 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I get on there and ramble on about the same thing, except for I add the schedule. I start at 8, and then I let viewers know what's coming on at 9 and throughout the rest of the night. So speaking of that, I will throw up the schedule. So you guys watching Chiller Chat are going to get a little sneak peek at what's coming up Saturday on April 10th. There you have it. 9 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Devil Bat. 11 p.m. It's Me. It's the show you're watching right now, by golly. 11:30 Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Attack of the Giant Leeches. 1:30 it's Chiller Chat. Now that's the one we did on March 30th. And then at 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Silent Night, Bloody Night. And that was a live, actually The Devil Bat is a live show too that we did, where Jack Shadow was live interacting with the viewers. So, all right. Paul says, hey Brian, how are you and your family doing? Our good Steve McQueen first movie. Oh, that's the remake though. That's the 1988 Blob. But of course you know you can't beat the original with Steve McQueen, but we're gonna try. 1988. All right, so there you have it. There you have it. And also, I was supposed to have a guest tonight, and she wasn't able to make it. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to be talking about, we'll mention of course Godzilla vs. Kong, but I also want to talk about some streaming series that are coming up, as well as that. I don't know if you guys saw it, the season 10 finale of The Walking Dead. Great episode. It's kind of about time, too. All right, the Butler Paranormal Conference coming up at the Tanglewood Center in Lindora, Pennsylvania, well, in Butler, Pennsylvania, and that will be Saturday, April 24th. That's coming up here in just a couple weeks, so come on out. I know Ava and I will be there. Paranormal Marketplace. That's at Monaca, Pennsylvania, and that's a little off. That's a ways off, but I wanted to mention it. Sunday, August 1st. So there you have it. There you have it. And you can look those up on Facebook. Get on there and just look up the yellow highlighted title there of the event. Butler Paranormal Conference and the Paranormal Marketplace. So there you have it. All right. Kevin says, hello, Brian. Miss you last Saturday night watching Universal's The Phantom of the Opera. Well, at least you missed for a very good reason. Excellent movie. So nice to have you with us there, Kevin. Paul says, did you have a good Easter? We did. Yes, we had a very nice Easter. Yes. And Dan says, what did everyone think of Godzilla vs. Kong? Yeah, without giving spoilers, just like Saturday night when we were asking, what'd you guys think? Did you like it? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs neutral. I give it a thumbs up as far as the entertainment. Nothing. It was just two titans going at it, a real slobber knocker, and a lot of destruction, a lot of bang 'em up. Yeah, it was entertaining. Ava sends me a heart. Oh, right back at you, baby. So glad you could join us. Raymond says, good, I like the 1988 Blob. The blonde waitress was in American Graffiti. Oh, is that right? I'll have to check that out. I have not seen the remake of the Blob, but I have seen American Graffiti. So, all right, so there we go. One of George Lucas's films, early films, of course. and that actually came out. I read somewhere where that was the inspiration for the series Happy Days, or maybe that was vice versa. I don't remember. I'd have to look and see what year they both came out in the early '70s, I believe. Her Raymond says her first name is Cindy. Oh, okay. All right. So if you're watching The Blob Thursday night, check it out and make note of the blonde waitress that she was in American Graffiti, and her name is Cindy. Ghoul World Order says you never saw the remake of The Blob. I never saw the remake. I don't think I did. Something tells me I might have, but I don't remember. Of course, I have the original. I mean, I don't know anybody who hasn't, but yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen the remake of The Blob. Paul says, "Hey there, Ava. Love you. The best part of Kong waking up and scratching his butt, very human." Okay. Yeah, they did give him some very human characteristics, didn't they? Especially the anger. All right, so there you have it. But yeah, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whether you liked it or not, without, you know, like I said, I thought it was good. I thought it was entertaining. It didn't have anything in it like, if you look at the original Godzilla movies and that, did it stray far from what they were doing back then? No. It was just a lot of big dumb fun, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie, and let's see. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Now, I do want to say this. Over the years, I think the quality of Ghoul World Order says, suppose George Lucas decides to remaster American Graffiti with CGI cars and banthas walking down the street. Yeah. You never know with that guy, we'll see. We'll see. Well, a very young Harrison Ford was on that movie as Bob Falfa. That was his character's name, Bob Falfa. Remember him, the drag racing bad boy type of character? Yeah. And some fans have wondered if that's where he kind of derived the name Boba Fett from Bob Falfa, who was a character, of course, the bounty hunter who went after Han Solo, played by Harrison Ford. Yeah, it all connects. Maybe it's just mere speculation, but we'll see. Kevin Dillon is the bad boy, Raymond says. Okay. All right, so there you have it. Check. I hope you guys do get a chance to check this out, because watch parties are, coming to a close, and we're not really sure how to continue. Now I would almost think that maybe there's, why are they doing it? Does anybody know? I don't think that we ever had an answer to why they're doing it, but could it be that they're coming out soon after with something else? Is that something in the works, maybe? So, as disappointing as that is, maybe they're coming up with something else that will take the place of the watch parties, because a lot of people enjoyed that. Not only for our chiller movie genre movies, but I know that there are other groups out there who regularly have watch parties. So I don't know. Paul says, "Do you think you can get the thing from another world?" Yeah, I don't know if Dale's only got like what is it, Dale? If you're still on with us, I think it's maybe another week, I think, and then that would be it. So, Paul says not making enough money. Is that it? Maybe that's it. I don't know. I mean, money would be the driving force to all of this, but that maybe that's the reason. Raymond says Ford drove a cool 55 or 56 Chevy. Yeah, they had awesome cars in that movie. That's for sure. American Graffiti. Wow. If you've never seen American Graffiti, check it out. It's a very entertaining movie, and it has I don't know, depending on what age bracket you may happen to fall in. I happen to be in the 50 over. It's nice to see some of the older stars back when they were very young. Penny Marshall, Harrison Ford, Ron Howard, um, Richard Dreyfuss. No, yeah, Richard Dreyfuss was in there. Just a lot of very recognizable names. If you watch that movie, you're gonna see that. But yeah, it was just it was a good movie. I'd recommend checking that out if you get a chance. Wolfman Jack on the radio in the background. That's something from my childhood, hearing Wolfman Jack. Paul says, no, I mean for Saturday night. Oh, I definitely couldn't for Saturday night, unfortunately, because put that up here. So on Chiller Night Theater, where Jack Shadow hosts horror gems, classics, not classics from yesteryear. Unfortunately, I am confined to public domain films, of which The Thing from Another World is not. I've never seen that listed in any of those categories. Unfortunately, that would be a great one to play. So, watch Chiller Night Theater, by the way, every Saturday night at 9 p.m. on Stream TV. So there's my little plug for that. Okay, Dale says 1 week and it's over. Ah, that's too bad. That's too bad. I maybe something else would come. Well, one of you guys mentioned, or several of you, I think, mentioned something about Zoom. I'm not saying to do this because I don't know yet. I haven't looked into. I just found out how to spell Zoom last week. But you know, as far as Zooms, like, I'm sure there's got to be some kind of copyright barrier there. Somebody might, if you get a chance, you might want to look into that. It was a neat idea. Can you play that stuff over Zoom? I don't know. I'm not saying to do it. I'm just asking the question, which is what a few of you did or throughout the last couple weeks. Raymond says they're all old now. Yeah, we all kind of got a little older since that movie came out, American Graffiti. And that says not Penny Marshall, it was Cindy Williams. Oh yes, that's right, Cindy Williams. Penny Marshall. Who's Penny Marshall? Who's Penny Marshall, now that I said that? I was thinking of Laverne and Shirley. That would be Shirley. What? Cindy Williams. Yeah, okay. So who the heck is Penny Marshall? Somebody quick. Tell me. Dan says look into Twitch. I will do that. And now that is a format that is available here on Restream. So that might be something we can do. I don't know. It's I know the wheels are turning out there. All right. Now, I don't know how many of you enjoyed the series of Walking Dead. I liked it for, I think its best years are long behind it. I still enjoy watching it. It's got zombies in it. But very well done zombies, and I enjoy seeing Greg Nicotero's work. This season has been kind of brutally boring, and even characters like Daryl and Daryl, I think he works well with Rick, with those characters. There's a balance there, but Daryl by himself I find to be, as much as I like the character, I think he's boring as far as carrying a story or several stories on his own. I think he needs another character with him, because I think he's dry, very dry. But not to say I don't like that character, but he just doesn't do it for me. He doesn't carry it. However, there was a very ostentatious character who I'm sure you are all familiar with, Negan. Now, I'm not going to give any spoilers. I wouldn't do that. Okay, but I will say this. The episode aired on Sunday night. It was the season 10 finale. The episode was titled Here's Negan, after the comic book title. And it went into Negan's backstory and explained who he was before the zombie apocalypse hit, 12 years in the past, And I gotta say, it was an extremely well done episode, very well done. If you haven't had a chance to watch that yet, check it out. I get, certain things are not, I guess, not spoilers. Like he doesn't become a super nice guy, but it does explain some of the steps that led him in the direction of becoming who he became during the apocalypse, and it was very, very well done. Um, Annette says Laverne from Laverne and Shirley. Oh, that was the other one then. Okay, I was I was so close. All right. I was talking about okay, I was seeing Shirley, but I said Laverne. Ah. She was the tall one, Paul says. Gary Marshall's sister, Annette says. Okay, all right. It's all clicking now. All right. Penny Marshall was Laverne, if not Shirley, Raymond says. Ghoul World Order says The Walking Dead may be coming to its close, but we zombies are not going away. No, never, never. We wouldn't think of it. Zombies are here to stay. Paul says, "Hey Annette, how are you doing?" Annette says, "Okay, just wish Facebook wasn't doing this." Ah, I hear you. I hear you. That's, I agree. I know a lot of like I said, it's not just our chiller group. It's a lot of groups out there who, I know one in particular. They play watch parties like all the time, like probably every night they have watch parties in the genre that they're in. It's more of a Western one, but yeah, it's something. I don't know why they're doing that. Raymond says when Negan's watching. What? I missed something, Raymond. Paul says, I agree with that. Ghoul World Order says, how odd is it that in Memoriam segment is going to include the entire series, The Walking Dead, with all the people who died in the episode? They still doing that in The Talking Dead? I suppose they would. I stopped watching The Talking Dead. I mean, it's not. You tell you what, it's just not the same. It's not the same that when it lost its studio look, and I don't know why they can't do that with certain, guidelines and spaced out. Because I know other shows are able to do that. I wish they would bring that back. I don't know. That's just my personal preference. I wish they would. But if you get a chance, there is a scene on the trailer for that episode of and this is not a spoiler by any means, but it's of Negan, like kicking the door and walking out of a building that's burning, and that is so such a visual of that character, it's kind of symbolic in a way, being born out of that fire, the that I don't know, that ghoul or demon lurking out of the hellfire or something. But he was born. He was raised out of that. I don't want to. I'm trying to backtrack and be careful what I say. But it was like when Vader, came crawling out of the lava pit and stuff like that. That creature being born out of a tragic situation and becoming who he is. So hopefully you get a chance to check that out. And oh my gosh, it is 8:20. I can't believe this. There's just not enough time. Um, Raymond says I stopped watching after Negan's first season. I know a lot of people did. Yeah, they just thought that episode. What was it? 6? Was it 6? The first chapter, season 6 1, episode 1. I don't know. Someone correct me if that's not right. But the very first episode where Negan was there, and it was a brutal. I'll tell you, that was a hard one to watch. If it was just a movie where we're just walking in on these characters, but there was so much character development up until that point. You didn't want to see anybody, meet the ugly end of Lucille. Of course, we saw what we saw with several of our beloved crew being pummeled. So that was a tough one, and I think that was something on comics that didn't go over well in live action because there's a difference there. There is a difference, and another thing, my opinion, is when they killed off Carl. To me, they should have left that alone. They should have let Carl in there because that took away a lot of motivation for Rick. You know, Rick is the, you know, Carl was a lot of the driving force behind Rick, you know, at that time. And then to just say, oh, here's Judith, there's his daughter. Now he's got a daughter, you know. It's like, well, we didn't see her grow up during the apocalypse. So I'd have no emotional investment in this character development like we did with Carl. So I don't like seeing that with writers. I don't know why they did that. I didn't think that was a good decision. There is in writing, whether it be a story, whether it be in wrestling, okay, something I know something about there. Uh, there is, look, you got to have your setup and you got to have your payoff. Setup and payoff. You know, that's storytelling 101, and it's you know, people expect that. You can't just throw a new character and say, oh, here, like him or like her now. It just doesn't work that way. But I think that that's where the series really took a drastic decline. I really did. It was just too much, I think, for a lot of viewers. Like, do I want to watch this? You know, but having said that, I will go back to check out that episode. It was very well done. I was very happy to see that um, done in the way that it is. I only have, all right, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of therapy left, Paul says. Hey, Ray, how are you doing today? Raymond says, when Negan bashed in Steve's head, World Order said, yeah, after Carl died, it got too depressing to watch. Raymond says, Carl was killed? Yeah, spoiler. Well, that was seasons ago. Yeah, so, yeah, I didn't think that was a good idea whatsoever. I don't know why they did that. You know, I think some of the intent was, oh, look how shocking we can be. Well, that again, you still have to have your good storylines, beginning, middle, end. You know, do a story, have your setup, have your payoff. There are certain, I guess, do I want to say rules? There are certain rules that work in a good storyline, and that's why I'll harp forever on The Last Jedi. Now, you can love that movie if you want. I hate it. I think it was a heaping pile of garbage, and I always will. I saw it once at the theater. I won't waste another second on it. It took all those rules that make a good story and tossed it out the window. Um, that's my preference. If you love it, I'm happy for you. You know, that's great. But it just, that's my personal thought on it. I have 5 minutes left. How am I going to do this? Paul says, last Thursday night's movie made me sick when the guy threw. That's making me sick just reading it. Holy cow. Yeah, I can see why that would. Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? I've seen that movie before. You had to have more beers to get over that scene. I won't even read that for the stream TV viewers. That's funny. Yeah, I can see that ruining your appetite. Ghoul World Order says there is nothing quite like the first season of The Walking Dead. I know. I like to every once in a while go back and revisit the very first episode. The first 6 episodes were the best. It focused more on the living versus the living dead. I agree. I when I want to go back and get watch good, you know, a good story of the zombie apocalypse. That first season is, I think it is the best. I want to mention something real quick. I guess I have no choice because I only got like 4 minutes left. I do want to say this. There's some neat things coming up with the streaming services, like on Disney Plus, on Shudder. You know, with the series like Creep Show, and they're doing on Disney Plus. You know, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I know that's not Chiller, but it does fall in kind of within a science fiction category. So I will mention that because Loki, of course. That'll be coming up in June, I think. But I gotta bring this up. The Boba Fett series coming up later this year. If you've I'm sure that's going to be an awesome series. Tamora Morrison, the guy is 60 years old and he's playing a younger Boba Fett. Boba Fett would be in that time like around 42, like early 40s, and guy's he's just killing it. He's doing a great job. So if you get a chance, check that out when it comes out, and check out The Mandalorian, of course, if you haven't seen that. But it's really exciting, some of the things that come out. And I got to thinking, what if they came out with a like Creepshow, okay, on Shudder? That's really cool. I hope they do more like that. And I know the pandemic shut a lot of productions down, but I'd love to see stuff like that more. I'd like to see. I love shows like that, horror or science fiction themed. You know, I love the X-Files when it was on. Night Stalker, of course. But you know, it'd be neat if they did have some kind of horror series. I know that Netflix had Dracula. It was kind of cool. Paul says, I can't watch The Exorcist Linda Blair moments. Oh, I bet. Not if you couldn't watch that. So, I met her. She was a very nice lady. I met her in Ohio one time. Raymond says, I like the first episode too. Rick's police partner grew up in Maryland near D.C. Did he really? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. John Barathol, I believe the actor's name is. He plays the Punisher. So I hope we get to see him again. 8:28. Wow. I almost feel like I'm saying, you know, sorry, this episode is so short, but it's not. It's the same. It's the exact same as it is every week. But to me, it just seems like, wow, this just flew by, folks. I wish this were longer sometimes. But now again, I had a guest scheduled for tonight, Leah Dawn Madden. She wasn't able to make it, but it's only postponed until later on this month. She'll be on, and she'll be talking about fairies, the mythical creatures that, you know, I think there's more to it than just talking about historical folklore. I think she's going to be talking about her belief in the actual entities of fairies. So I'm looking forward to that episode. I like that. It's a little different than anything that we've had on here before. So I do like, I like that type of thing. If you are interested in being a guest on Chiller Chat, just reach out to me. Let me know what you got, you know, and we'll set something up. So I appreciate all you guys joining me tonight. Doc Dredd says, Dr. Dredd just dropping in. Hey, Doc, thanks for joining us. Ava says, looking good, baby. I can't hear anything but watching. All right. Well, thank you, my beautiful bride. I appreciate you joining us tonight, just like all of you. So, and it is, wow. It is time to put a cap on this episode already. That's just amazing to me, but it is time. So, folks, thank you. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night, and we'll see you next week.
How many times do I have to tell you, just because something isn't good doesn't mean it's bad?
Oh, jeez.